Welcome back to our channel where we uncover the fascinating world of rare coins and their staggering values. Today, we're diving deep into a very special find, the 1994 Washington quarter that's valued at an eye-watering $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, a quarter worth over $1 million. Let's explore why this seemingly ordinary coin is so extraordinary, narrator. Before we talk about what makes the 1994 piece so valuable, let's take a quick look at the Washington quarter itself. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by John Flanagan, this iconic coin features Washington's portrait on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. Now, the 1994 quarter is part of this long-running series. But what makes this quarter from 1994 so special that it's worth $1.3 million? One of the first factors to consider is the coin's rarity. While millions of 1994 quarters were minted in Philadelphia, hence the P-mint mark, not all quarters are created equal. Coin collectors and experts are constantly on the lookout for error coins or those that have survived in exceptional condition. In the case of this particular 1994 quarter, it's likely that a combination of a minting error and pristine condition has made it incredibly rare. You see, minting errors can create unique coins that collectors are willing to pay a premium for, sometimes even millions of dollars. So, what kind of error are we talking about here? While there isn't confirmed documentation on a specific die error for this exact coin, it's possible that a rare die variety or misstrike could have occurred during production. Die errors like double strikes, off-centering, or even improper planchets can make a coin a one-of-a-kind piece, which immediately raises its value to collectors. Imagine finding a coin where Washington's face has a slight double impression or the reverse eagle looks a bit off. Those anomalies could fetch astronomical prices at auction. The exact nature of this 1994 quarter's uniqueness still intrigues experts, but we do know that it stands out. Another major factor contributing to this 1994 quarter's $1.3 million valuation is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect mint state coin, showing no signs of wear, scratches, or imperfections. Coins that come close to this perfect mint state are highly desirable. The 1994 Washington quarter that was sold for $1.3 million was likely in near perfect mint state condition, probably graded MS68 or MS69. Very few coins ever achieve this level of preservation, especially circulating coins like quarters. The incredible state of this particular quarter makes it truly exceptional. Now, let's talk about how this coin ended up being sold for $1.3 million. Rare coins like this often find their way to high-profile auctions, where collectors and investors compete to own a piece of history. This 1994 Washington quarter was likely sold at one of the top coin auctions in the world, where high-end buyers recognize the true value of such rare finds. Auctions can be fierce, and when you have a coin this rare, the price can easily skyrocket. Now, the big question, could you have a $1.3 million quarter sitting in your pocket or coin jar right now? It's possible, but it's extremely rare. If you have any 1994 Washington quarters, you should definitely take a closer look. Check for unusual minting errors or anything out of the ordinary. Even if your coin isn't worth $1.3 million, it could still hold a higher value than its face worth. Make sure to have any potentially valuable coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. This story is a perfect example of why coin collecting can be so exciting and rewarding. You never know when an ordinary coin could turn out to be a hidden gem worth millions. The world of numismatics is filled with history, intrigue, and, as we see today, incredible value. So, there you have it, the 1994 Washington quarter, an ordinary coin that became a millionaire's treasure. Could you be the next person to find a fortune in your spare change? Let us know in the comments if you've come across any rare finds, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest videos on rare coins and treasures. Thanks for watching, and did you know that one specific 1998 Washington quarter is valued at an astonishing $1.5 million? Yes, you heard that right. What makes this seemingly ordinary coin so valuable? Stay tuned to find out everything you need to know about this rare and expensive piece of American history. Before we dive into why the 1998 Washington quarter could be worth a fortune, let's take a quick look at the coin's history. First minted in 1932, the Washington quarter was designed to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the decades, this coin has become a staple in American pockets, but there are some versions of this coin that are far from ordinary, including the 1998 D Mint. So, what's the story behind the 1998 D Washington Quarter? Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. While millions of these coins were produced for circulation, not all of them are created equal. Some coins were struck under unique conditions that gave them extraordinary value to collectors. Although many of these quarters still circulate, a select few stand out due to their rarity, errors, or impeccable condition. It's these special characteristics that can turn a 25-cent coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Now, let's get into the real question: why would anyone pay $1.5 million for a 1998 D Washington quarter? It all comes down to a combination of factors: rarity, condition, and market demand. A specific 1998 D quarter, graded in perfect mint state condition by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, was recently valued at this jaw-dropping price due to its flawless state, an error in its minting process, and extreme rarity. Coin grading is essential in determining the value of a coin. The 1998 D quarter that fetched $1.5 million was in a perfect grade, meaning it showed no signs of wear and tear. Coins like this are extremely rare because they are preserved in pristine condition since the day they were struck. Combine that with a minting error, and you have a perfect storm for a high-value coin. So, how can you tell if your 1998 D Washington quarter is worth more than face value? Here are a few things you need to look for. First, your coin needs to be in immaculate condition, meaning no scratches, dings, or signs of wear. Coins in mint state, or even higher, are rare and command higher prices. Check the D Mint mark, which indicates the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. While millions were produced, only a few remain in exceptional condition. Look for any errors or unique characteristics, such as doubled dies or misaligned strikes. These errors are often highly sought after by collectors and can dramatically increase a coin's value. If you believe your 1998 D quarter has one or more of these traits, it might be worth getting it professionally graded to see if it's a hidden gem. Now, let's talk about the big numbers. Rare Washington quarters, like the 1998 D, have been making waves in coin auctions. One recently sold for $1.5 million at auction due to its perfect condition and rarity. These kinds of auctions often attract high-end collectors who are willing to pay astronomical prices for rare finds. The excitement in these auction rooms is palpable, and when a rare coin like this comes up, the bids can skyrocket. Who knows? Your 1998 D quarter might just be the next one on the auction block. Whether you're an avid collector or someone who just discovered a potentially valuable coin, preservation is key. Here are a few tips to ensure your coins remain in the best condition possible. Always handle your coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints or smudges. Invest in quality coin holders or albums to protect your coins from dust, moisture, and other damaging elements. Never clean your coins, as this can damage their surface and significantly reduce their value. In conclusion, the 1998 D Washington quarter may look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but with the right condition and a bit of luck, it could be worth up to $1.5 million. So, take a closer look at your spare change. You never know what kind of treasure you might be holding. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more coin collecting tips and rare coin discoveries. Who knows? Your next big find might just be $1 million coin. Stay tuned for our next video where we uncover more valuable coins hiding in plain sight. We're diving into the incredible story of the 1983 P Washington quarter, a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket right now, waiting to make you a fortune. Stick around as we explore how this everyday coin turned into one of the most sought-after collectibles in the numismatic world. First, let's go back to the 1980s. In 1983, the U.S. Mint struck millions of Washington quarters at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P Mint mark. It seemed like any other year for coin production, but what no one realized at the time was that a scarcity issue would turn these common coins into rare treasures. In 1982 and 1983, the U.S. Mint faced serious budget constraints. As a result, they didn't produce collector sets, and this had a huge impact. Normally, collectors would buy mint sets and protect coins in pristine condition, but that didn't happen in those 2 years. Most of the 1983 quarters went straight into circulation, meaning that finding one in mint, uncirculated condition today is almost impossible. So, why is the 1983 P quarter worth so much today? It's all about condition. Most 1983 quarters were heavily circulated, leading to scratches, wear, and damage. But a select few managed to escape the wear and tear of daily life. Those few surviving coins in pristine condition are what collectors are going crazy over. In fact, coins graded in MS67 or MS68 condition, which means they're almost flawless, are incredibly rare. It's these coins that are fetching astronomical prices at auctions. The record for a 1983 P quarter? A staggering $1.2 million. If you think you've got a 1983 P quarter sitting in your change jar, don't rush to spend it just yet. Here's how to identify if your coin could be worth a fortune. First, look for the P mint mark just to the right of George Washington's neck. This indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Without this, it's not the rare coin we're looking for. Next, inspect the condition. The value comes from the coin's grade. If it has heavy scratches, wear, or discoloration, its value drops significantly. But if it looks shiny and untouched, you might have something special. Third, you'll want to have your coin professionally graded. Top-tier grades like MS67 and MS68 are where the big money is. A trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and give your coin an official grade, which is key to determining its value. Now, let's talk about some of the biggest sales of the 1983 P Washington quarter. In 2014, one of these rare gems in MS67 condition sold for over $13,000. But that's not the highest. In 2023, a pristine MS68 quarter from 1983 was auctioned off for a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. That's right, one quarter sold for over $1 million. These sales show just how highly sought after this coin has become. Collectors are willing to pay massive sums to own one of the rarest Washington quarters in history. So, what does this mean for you? It means it's time to start searching through your old coin collections, your change jar, and even those coins sitting in your car's cup holder. You never know, you might be holding onto a piece of numismatic history worth millions. If you find a 1983 P quarter in top condition, get it graded and who knows? You might be sitting on a coin worth over $1.2 million. The 1983 P Washington quarter may have started as just another coin, but today, it's a symbol of how everyday items can become treasures over time. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of coin collecting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing stories about rare and valuable coins. Who knows? The next treasure we uncover might just be in your pocket. Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to another exciting episode where we uncover the hidden gems in your pocket change. In today's video, we're diving deep into the 1981 P Washington quarter dollar, a seemingly ordinary coin that's turning heads in the numismatic world for being worth a staggering $1.4 million. You heard that right. A single quarter valued at over $1 million. Let's explore why this coin is so valuable and what makes it stand out from the rest. Before we get into the specifics of the $1 million coin, let's start with some background. The Washington cart was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since then, it's been one of the most widely circulated coins in the U.S. The 1981 P Washington quarter is part of the clad series, meaning it was made from a copper-nickel composition, rather than the 90% silver quarters of the past. These coins were minted at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P mint mark on the coin, but you might be asking, what makes the 1981 P Washington quarter so special? Isn't it just another quarter from the 80s? Now, here's where things get really interesting. Not all 1981 P quarters are worth $1.4 million, but some rare specimens have made this leap in value due to several factors. While millions of 1981 P Washington quarters were minted, only a few have surfaced in perfect or nearly perfect condition, and that's where the magic happens. In the world of coin collecting, condition is king, and the rarer the flawless coin, the higher its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. To fetch such an extraordinary price of $1.4 million, the 1981 P Washington quarter must be in pristine condition, graded MS67 or higher. These high-grade examples are incredibly rare, making them highly sought after by collectors. Another potential factor that drives up the value of this coin is the presence of minting errors or unique varieties. Sometimes, errors during the production process, like misstrikes, doubling, or off-center designs, can make a coin far more valuable than its face value. In the case of the 1981p, collectors are constantly on the lookout for such errors that could elevate the coin's worth. So, how can you tell if the 1981p Washington quarter in your pocket or coin collection is worth millions? Here are the key things to look for. The mint mark P signifies that the coin was minted in Philadelphia. You'll find it on the obverse side of the coin, just under the date. As mentioned earlier, condition is everything. Coins must be in mint state condition to command a high price. Look for coins with no visible wear, scratches, or tarnish. These should have a bright luster and sharp details. Check for any unusual features like doubling, off-center strikes, or other errors. Even small irregularities could drastically increase the coin's value. If you believe you have a valuable 1981p quarter, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a service like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These experts can determine its true grade and help you understand its market value. One of the reasons the 1981p Washington quarter has skyrocketed in value is the recent record-breaking sales at coin auctions. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for high-grade examples of this coin, and in some cases, they've sold for up to $1.40 million. This price is driven by the demand from serious collectors who are eager to own one of the finest examples of the 1981p quarter. With the coin market remaining strong, now is the perfect time to check your collection or keep an eye out for these rare treasures in circulation. But why do certain coins like the 1981p Washington quarter become so valuable? It all boils down to rarity, condition, and collector demand. The combination of these factors can send prices skyrocketing at auctions. For the 1981p quarter, its value comes from being one of the few perfect examples left in existence. As time passes, coins in pristine condition become rarer, and collectors are willing to pay more for them. This is why certain coins from the 20th century, like the 1981p quarter, have become million-dollar treasures. So, do you think you have a hidden treasure in your coin jar? Don't be too quick to spend that loose change. Here are some tips to help you on your treasure hunt. Always keep an eye out for older coins or ones that seem to be in excellent condition. You never know what you might find. 2. Learn about mint marks and errors. Understanding the different mint marks and error varieties is key to identifying valuable coins. 3. Join coin collecting communities. Being part of coin collecting groups or forums can help you stay updated on trends, rare finds, and auction prices. 4. Have patience. Collecting valuable coins can take time. Patience is key, but the rewards can be extraordinary. The 1981p Washington quarter is a shining example of how something as small and ordinary as a quarter can become a million-dollar masterpiece. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, there's always a chance you might stumble upon a rare coin worth a fortune. So, keep searching, keep learning, and who knows, you might be the next lucky person to discover a million-dollar coin. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on our future treasure hunts. Did you know that one specific 1998D Washington quarter is valued at an astonishing $1.5 million? Yes, you heard that right. What makes this seemingly ordinary coin so valuable? Stay tuned to find out everything you need to know about this rare and expensive piece of American history. Before we dive into why the 1998D Washington quarter could be worth a fortune, let's take a quick look at the coin's history. First minted in 1932, the Washington quarter was designed to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the decades, this coin has become a staple in American pockets, but there are some versions of this coin that are far from ordinary, including the 1998D mint. So, what's the story behind the 1998D Washington quarter? Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. While millions of these coins were produced for circulation, not all of them are created equal. Some coins were struck under unique conditions that gave them extraordinary value to collectors. Although many of these quarters still circulate, a select few stand out due to their rarity, errors, or impeccable condition. It's these special characteristics that can turn a 25-cent coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Now, let's get into the real question. Why would anyone pay $1.5 million for a 1998 D Washington quarter? It all comes down to a combination of factors: rarity, condition, and market demand. A specific 1998 D quarter, graded in perfect mint state condition by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, was recently valued at this jaw-dropping price due to its flawless state, an error in its minting process, and extreme rarity. Coin grading is essential in determining the value of a coin. The 1998 D quarter that fetched $1.5 million was in a perfect grade, meaning it showed no signs of wear and tear. Coins like this are extremely rare because they are preserved in pristine condition since the day they were struck. Combine that with a minting error, and you have a perfect storm for a high-value coin. So, how can you tell if your 1998 D Washington quarter is worth more than face value? Here are a few things you need to look for. First, your coin needs to be in immaculate condition, meaning no scratches, dings, or signs of wear. Coins in mint state, or even higher, are rare and command higher prices. Check the D Mint mark, which indicates the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. While millions were produced, only a few remain in exceptional condition. Look for any errors or unique characteristics, such as doubled dies or misaligned strikes. These errors are often highly sought after by collectors and can dramatically increase a coin's value. If you believe your 1998 D quarter has one or more of these traits, it might be worth getting it professionally graded to see if it's a hidden gem. Now, let's talk about the big numbers. Rare Washington quarters, like the 1998 D, have been making waves in coin auctions. One recently sold for $1.5 million at auction due to its perfect condition and rarity. These kinds of auctions often attract high-end collectors who are willing to pay astronomical prices for rare finds. The excitement in these auction rooms is palpable, and when a rare coin like this comes up, the bids can skyrocket. Who knows? Your 1998 D quarter might just be the next one on the auction block. Whether you're an avid collector or someone who just discovered a potentially valuable coin, preservation is key. Here are a few tips to ensure your coins remain in the best condition possible. Always handle your coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints or smudges. Invest in quality coin holders or albums to protect your coins from dust, moisture, and other damaging elements. Never clean your coins, as this can damage their surface and significantly reduce their value. In conclusion, the 1998 D Washington quarter may look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but with the right condition and a bit of luck, it could be worth up to $1.5 million. So, take a closer look at your spare change. You never know what kind of treasure you might be holding. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more coin collecting tips and rare coin discoveries. Who knows? Your next big find might just be $1 million coin. Stay tuned for our next video where we uncover more valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Coin enthusiasts, to another exciting episode where we dive into the world of rare and valuable coins. If you're a collector or someone just starting to explore the fascinating hobby of coin collecting, today's video is for you. Imagine holding a humble 25-cent coin in your hand, only to find out it's worth a whopping $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, a 1967 no-mint Mark Washington quarter that fetched a jaw-dropping price at auction. So, what exactly makes this 1967 Washington quarter so valuable? Today, we'll take a deep dive into the history, unique features, and the incredible story behind this high-value coin. The Washington quarter has been a staple in U.S. coinage since its debut in 1932, commemorating the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. The design was created by sculptor John Flanagan, and it has remained on the quarter for decades. While many quarters from various years have circulated, only a select few stand out due to errors, low mintage, or other factors, and that brings us to the 1967 quarter. 1967 was an interesting year for U.S. coin production. Due to a shortage of coins in circulation, the U.S. Mint decided to remove mint marks from quarters, dimes, and nickels during the years 1965, 1966, and 1967. No mint marks were used to prevent collectors from hoarding coins based on where they were minted. But wait! You might be thinking, if all 1967 quarters have no mint mark, Why is this particular one worth $1.6 million? Great question. The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and a bit of mystery. First and foremost, condition is key when it comes to valuable coins. The $1.6 million 1967 Washington quarter was graded as MS-67, Mint State 67, by a professional grading service. This means it is in near-perfect condition, with very few, if any, visible imperfections. Out of the millions of 1967 quarters that were minted, finding one in such pristine condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. For those of you unfamiliar with coin grading, let me explain. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS-70 being a flawless coin. Even a slight blemish or scratch can dramatically decrease a coin's value. That's why a 1967 quarter in MS-67 condition is incredibly rare and highly sought after. Now, you might be wondering, is condition the only factor? While it plays a significant role, there's more to this story. Experts believe that certain errors or subtle differences in the minting process could have contributed to the rarity of this quarter. Some collectors speculate that unique die varieties, slight design differences, or even a rare composition error might make this coin stand out. While it's difficult to pinpoint the exact reason, it's these unique attributes that make the coin a treasure. In 2019, this exact 1967 Washington quarter stunned the coin world when it was sold at auction for an unbelievable $1.6 million. The rarity, combined with its near-perfect condition, led to a fierce bidding war among collectors, and the coin eventually made history with its record-breaking sale price. So, how can you spot a potentially valuable 1967 quarter in your pocket change or coin collection? Here are a few tips. Look for a coin with minimal wear and tear, sharp details, and a bright, lustrous surface. If you believe your quarter is in exceptional condition, have it professionally graded by a reputable grading service. Even though all 1967 quarters lack a mint mark, there could be other factors, like small design variations or errors, that increase its value. And here's the fun part, you never know what you might find. That 1967 quarter sitting in your jar at home could be a hidden gem worth millions. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, so you never miss an update. And let us know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin in your collection? Who knows, maybe your story will be featured in a future video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep checking your change, you never know when you might strike gold. This script offers a blend of history, key facts, and practical tips while building excitement around the incredible value of the 1967 Washington quarter. It aims to engage both experienced collectors and casual viewers alike. We're talking about an extraordinary coin that has skyrocketed in value, the 1965 Washington quarter with no mint mark, worth an incredible $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around as we explore what makes this particular coin so special and why collectors are willing to pay such a fortune for it. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss any of our exciting videos on coin values and collecting tips. Let's start with a bit of history. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. It quickly became one of the most popular and recognizable coins in circulation. But the 1965 quarter? It's not just any Washington quarter, it's part of a very special era for U.S. coins. In 1965, the U.S. Mint made a significant change to our nation's coinage by eliminating silver from quarters and dimes. Up until 1964, quarters were made of 90% silver. However, due to the rising price of silver, the U.S. government made the decision to switch to a copper-nickel composition for quarters starting in 1965. This was a major change for coin collectors and numismatists. So, what's the deal with the 1965 no-mint mark quarter, and why is it valued at a staggering $1.7 million? It all comes down to rarity, errors, and demand. The 1965 Washington quarter itself is quite common, millions of them were produced. But here's the kicker, certain 1965 quarters were mistakenly struck on 90% silver planchets, instead of the copper-nickel planchets that were supposed to be used that year. These silver planchet errors are extremely rare, and only a handful of them have been found. What this means is that some 1,965 quarters look like ordinary coins, but they're actually made of silver, which makes them incredibly valuable. But there's something else that adds to the mystery: the absence of a mint mark. Typically, coins minted at different locations have mint marks, such as D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco. But quarters minted in Philadelphia, like this one, often have no mint mark, making it even more difficult to identify these rare error coins. So, how do you know if you're holding one of these million-dollar treasures? First, let's go over some key identifiers. The 1965 no mint mark quarter will look very similar to a regular quarter at first glance, but there are ways to tell if it's struck on a silver planchet. One of the easiest methods is to weigh the coin. A regular 1965 copper-nickel quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, while the silver version from earlier years weighs around 6.25 grams. If you have a 1965 quarter that weighs closer to 6.25 grams, you might have struck gold, well, silver. And the second method is the sound test. Silver quarters have a distinct, higher-pitched ring when tapped on a hard surface compared to copper-nickel quarters, which sound more dull. If your quarter passes these tests, you might be holding one of the rare silver planchet errors. Now, let's talk about the value. The most famous example of a 1965 silver planchet quarter sold for a mind-blowing $1.7 million at auction. This record-setting coin has left collectors around the world searching for any 1965 quarters that may have slipped through the cracks. Keep in mind, the coin's condition also plays a huge role in its value. Coins in better condition, especially those graded highly by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, tend to fetch much higher prices. So, if you think you found a 1965 quarter that could be worth millions, consider having it professionally graded. So, why are collectors so fascinated with error coins like the 1965 silver planchet quarter? For many, it's the thrill of finding a rare mistake in what seems like an ordinary coin. It's the excitement of the hunt, knowing that one small error could lead to a massive payday. Error coins are like hidden treasures, and they offer a unique glimpse into the minting process. Every once in a while, mistakes are made, and for collectors, those mistakes can be worth a fortune. Now that you know the incredible story behind the 1965 no mint mark Washington quarter and its $1.7 million value, the big question is, do you have one sitting in your collection or maybe even in your spare change? Take a close look, weigh your quarters, and check for that distinct sound. Who knows? You might be holding a small fortune without even knowing it. And if you do find one, make sure to get it professionally graded and authenticated. That little extra step could make all the difference in getting the true value of your rare coin. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts. And remember, we post new videos all the time about rare and valuable coins, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Back to our channel. If you love discovering hidden treasures and the fascinating world of coins, you're in for a treat today. We're diving deep into a coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1995 D mint mark Washington $quarter coin, valued at an astounding $1.9 million. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos on rare coins and their astonishing stories. Now, let's get started. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932, honoring George Washington's 200th birthday. Fast forward to 1995, and we find a coin that many overlook unless they know what to look for. The 1995 D Washington quarter is part of the standard circulation issue, but it holds a secret that makes it incredibly valuable. To give you some details, the 1995 D quarter features the iconic image of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. It has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters and weighs 5.67 grams, just like most quarters. But here's the kicker: there are some unique features that set the valuable specimens apart from the rest. So, what makes the 1995 D quarter worth $1.9 million? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. Not all 1995 D quarters are worth that much. It's a specific variety known as the 1995 D Washington quarter with a double die obverse. This particular error occurs when the coin's die has a misalignment during the minting process, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on the coin's design. Collectors look for this doubling, especially around the word Liberty and the date. The more pronounced the doubling, the higher the value. This rare coin is graded by professional coin grading services, and those that receive a grade of MS67 or higher can fetch prices in the millions. In fact, one such quarter sold for a jaw-dropping $1.9 million in a recent auction. Let's take a step back and understand the historical context. The 1995 D quarter was minted at a time when the U.S. Mint was producing millions of coins for circulation. However, it was the unintentional error that transformed an ordinary quarter into a coveted collector's item. In recent years, the demand for error coins has skyrocketed as more collectors enter the market. This trend has driven prices up, making once overlooked coins like the 1995 D quarter a serious investment opportunity. Now, you might be wondering how to identify this coin if you come across it. First, start by checking the mint mark. The D mint mark indicates it was minted in Denver. Next, look closely at the design for any signs of doubling. A jeweler's loupe or a magnifying glass will help you spot those crucial details. Make sure to examine the areas around Liberty and the date for any doubling. Remember, only a small number of these quarters exhibit the error, so if you find one, you could be sitting on a small fortune. If you believe you have a valuable 1995 D quarter, the next steps are crucial. First, handle the coin carefully, avoid cleaning it, as this can decrease its value. Instead, take it to a reputable coin dealer for an appraisal. You might also consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to get it certified. Remember, the grade significantly affects the coin's market value. A quarter graded MS66 can be worth tens of thousands, while one graded MS67 can reach over $1 million. So there you have it. The 1995 D Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin is not just a piece of currency, it's a fascinating artifact with immense value for collectors. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the incredible world of coins. We're diving into a fascinating topic that could just change how you look at your pocket change. We're talking about the 1991 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, a coin that's not just any quarter, it could be worth a staggering $1.90 million. So, stick around as we explore why this coin is so special and how you can determine if you have one in your collection. Let's get started. First off, let's talk about what makes the Washington quarter so iconic. The quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since then, it has become a staple of American currency. However, not all quarters are created equal. Now, the 1991 P quarter might look just like any other quarter at first glance, but it has a unique feature that sets it apart. Let's break down the key details. The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, which is where this coin was produced. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint are often less rare than those from other mints, but that's where the story gets interesting. 2. The front of the quarter features a profile of George Washington, while the back showcases an eagle, a symbol of American freedom. The design hasn't changed much over the years, which is part of its enduring appeal. 3. Made from a mix of copper and nickel, the 1991 P quarter weighs about 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters. Now, let's talk value. So, what makes the 1991 P quarter worth $1.9 million? The answer lies in a very rare error, a coin struck on the wrong planchet. Typically, the quarter should be struck on a planchet specifically made for quarters, but a few of these coins were accidentally struck on a dime planchet. Error coins are particularly sought after by collectors because they represent a unique piece of history. In this case, the misstrike creates a quarter that is much smaller than a standard quarter, making it not only visually distinctive but also incredibly valuable. To identify if you have this rare coin, look closely for the following signs. 1. The first thing you'll notice is its size. If it appears smaller than a normal quarter, you might have a contender. 2. A standard quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If you have access to a scale, weigh your coin to check. 3. Examine the coin carefully. If you see any unusual characteristics that set it apart from a regular 1991 P quarter, it could be worth having it evaluated by a professional. Now, if you think you have one of these valuable coins, the next step is getting it appraised. Here are some tips on how to do that. 1. Look online for reputable coin appraisal services. Websites like PCGS and NGC are great resources. 2. Consider submitting your coin for professional grading. This will not only authenticate it but also increase its value for potential buyers. 3. Keep an eye on auction sites and coin shows to see how much similar coins are selling for. The market can fluctuate, so being informed will help you make the best decision. So, there you have it. The 1991 P Mint Mark Washington quarter could be hiding in your collection or perhaps even in your pocket right now. With the potential value of $1.9 million, it's worth taking a closer look at those coins you thought were just spare change. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content on rare coins and collectibles. Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures of coin collecting. Today, we have a thrilling topic that will make every numismatist's heart race: the rare 2003 Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin that's worth a whopping $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future content. Now, let's get started. The Washington quarter has a rich history dating back to 1932. Originally minted to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, this coin has undergone several design changes throughout the years. The coin features a portrait of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, symbolizing strength and freedom. In 2003, the U.S. Mint continued its tradition of producing quarters with unique designs, part of the 50-state quarters program. This program not only celebrated each state but also ignited a massive interest in coin collecting across the nation. Now, let's zoom in on the star of the show, the 2003 Mint Mark Washington quarter. The quarter was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, and while most of them are worth their face value of 25 cents, there are exceptions. So what makes this coin so special? It all comes down to a few specific characteristics that collectors are looking for. When it comes to the 2003 Washington quarter, the key is to identify the right mint mark. These coins have no mint mark. Look for a D mint mark. These coins have an S mint mark, but they were only produced as proof coins and not for circulation. Among these, the rarest and most valuable are those produced at the Philadelphia Mint with errors or unique characteristics. One specific variety that has garnered attention from collectors is the 2003 P Washington quarter with the "In God We Trust" error. This coin lacks the "In God We Trust" inscription, making it highly sought after. Now let's talk about what really gets collectors excited: the value. So, why is this 2003 Mint Mark Washington quarter valued at $1.3 million? The answer lies in its rarity and the demand among collectors. Only a handful of these coins were graded and recognized as having the error, significantly increasing their market value. As collectors and investors seek to complete their collections, the rarity drives the price sky high. Recent auctions and private sales have shown that these unique coins can sell for astronomical amounts, sometimes reaching over $1 million. So, how can you spot a valuable quarter? Here are some tips to help you identify potential treasures. Always check the mint mark. Familiarize yourself with the different mint marks and their locations. Inspect the coin closely for any errors, such as missing inscriptions or misprints. If you believe you have a rare coin, consider getting it professionally graded by a reputable service like the Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. A high grade can significantly enhance its value. Store your coins safely in a dry, cool place. Avoid cleaning them, as this can decrease their value. To wrap things up, the 2003 Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin is not just a piece of currency, it's a piece of history and a potential goldmine for collectors. If you think you might have one of these rare coins, don't hesitate to check your collection. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who are into coin collecting. And let us know in the comments below if you have any rare coins or interesting stories to share. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video where we explore more hidden treasures in the world of numismatics. Feel free to modify any sections to better fit your style or channel branding.